Gina's world crumbled around her as she uncovers a painful truth. Devastated and heartbroken with what she had witnessed, Gina returned home to her mother. She could not believe that her life was ruined. She sat in her room and cried until there was no more tears left. Tears streamed down Gina's face as the weight of betrayal crashes upon her. Gina whispered to herself, "No, it can't be. Everything was a lie." Gina sobbed. It was all a lie. The mansion, the cars, his love for me. How could I have been so blind? I shouldn't have listened to my mother. Once upon a time, in the heart of a vibrant African city called Bida, there lived a young lady named Gina. She is known for her stunning beauty, and she possessed a radiant smile, captivating the hearts of all who beheld her. She had captured the heart of a humble and genuine man named Jamal. Jamal is a young and hard-working man who loves Gina and would do anything to make her happy. Their love was pure and unwavering. Gina's life was filled with love and happiness. They are the envy of many. Jamal may not be rich, but he was comfortable. Gina's life took a misguided turn when her heart became consumed by the allure of material possessions. Her mother Agnes had sown the seeds of greed in her. Gina's mother has always been consumed by greed and the desire for wealth. She had never approved of Gina's relationship with Jamal. She uses every opportunity to insult him and his financial background. She believed that her daughter deserved someone better, and her beauty could be used as a stepping stone to a life of luxury. Blinded by her own ambitions and desires, she sought to secure her daughter Gina's future by marrying her off to a wealthy suitor. She convinced her daughter that a life of riches awaited her if only she would not waste her beauty on a poor man like Jamal, telling her that her beauty could be used as a stepping stone to a life of luxury. Influenced by her mother's advice, Gina began to change her attitude towards Jamal. Though she loves him, but she believed it was not enough to satisfy her hunger for wealth. Gina, once a wise and contented girl, became consumed by greed and the desire for wealth. Gina's mother introduced her to a man named Malik. Malik has been a regular customer of her mother, who runs a provision store. Malik, who arrived in a grand car, dressed in simple attire, has always presented himself as a successful businessman. Malik, a smooth-talking charlatan with his charm, swept Gina off her feet, and she was convinced that she had found her ticket to a life of opulence. He showered Gina with expensive gifts, parading his wealth and presenting a facade of success. Gina's relationship with Jamal begins to suffer. She finds fault with everything he does. She seizes every opportunity to call him names and remind him of his financial situation. Jamal became worried and sad with the way their relationship has turned out. He complained severally to Gina's friend Dami. Dami visited Gina in her house and advised her not to mess up the perfect relationship she had with Jamal, reminding her of how much Jamal loves her. Gina responded that she was not seeing any future in her relationship with Jamal. Dami tried to convince Gina, but Gina's mother interrupted them and asked Dami to leave her house and never to return again. Blinded by the lavish lifestyle she was beginning to enjoy, Gina made the heart-wrenching decision to leave Jamal, believing that Malik was her ticket to happiness. Jamal begged and cried to Gina, promising her that he would work harder to give her the kind of lifestyle she desires. Gina bluntly refused and asked him never to contact her again. Gina embarked on a whirlwind romance with Malik, abandoning the good and humble man Jamal who had loved and adored her. She began to live the life of luxury. Malik would take her to different expensive restaurants and boutiques. He would buy expensive gifts for her and her mother. He went ahead and made several promises to her, including buying a house for her. Gina's mother, on hearing this, could not contain her joy. She would remind her daughter that they wouldn't have achieved all these things if she was still wasting her time with the low-life Jamal. Gina and Malik's relationship continued. They were seen together all over the city. Though he had not fulfilled his promise to buy a house, but he kept on lavishing money and gifts on her. Unbeknownst to Gina, Malik was a chronic cheat and already married. His wealth was a facade built upon a foundation of lies and borrowed riches. As days turned into months, Gina's world began to crumble. She noticed inconsistencies in Malik's stories, and whispers of his unfaithfulness reached her ears. Doubt gnawed at her heart, and she started questioning the true nature of the life Malik has promised her. She confronted him severally about his infidelity. Malik denied all allegations. One day, Gina found out she was pregnant. The news brought so much joy to her and her mother. They had finally succeeded. They danced around. Gina quickly dressed up and left for Malik's house to inform him about the pregnancy. That very day, Gina stumbled upon the truth. She stumbled upon him begging and apologizing to a woman. The woman turned out to be his lawfully wedded wife. Gina remembered the pictures of Malik and another woman some anonymous person had sent to her. She had confronted Jamal at that time, but he denied it, saying that the woman in the picture was his sister. It turned out that he had lied to her. Gina also discovered that the lavish mansion and luxurious cars and money Malik had flaunted were merely borrowed and stolen, his charade of wealth crumbling under the weight of deception. The man she had pinned her hopes and dreams on had betrayed her trust and shattered her illusions. It happened that Malik's supposed mansion and luxurious cars were all his wife's property. While his wife was on a medical leave out of the country, she had entrusted him with her businesses. She had come back home because of the news of her husband gallivanting around town with another woman. In addition to his infidelity, he was also stealing and lavishing the company's money. His wife, before her arrival, had her lawyer draft a divorce letter, which she had given Malik to sign. Malik was also arrested for defrauding the company. Devastated and heartbroken with what she had witnessed, Gina returned home to her mother. She could not believe that her life was ruined. Gina whispered to herself, "No, it can't be. Everything was a lie." Tears streamed down Gina's face as the weight of betrayal crashes upon her. She sat in her room and cried until there was no more tears left. Gina sobbed. It was all a lie. The mansion, the cars, his love for me. How could I have been so blind? I shouldn't have listened to my mother. After several weeks, Gina sought solace in the arms of her former lover, Jamal. But it was too late. Jamal, who was devastated and heartbroken after Gina left him, had tried severally to reconcile with her, but to no avail. Dami, Gina's friend, became his comforter. Jamal, having endured the pain of Gina's rejection, had moved on. He found happiness with another woman, Gina's own best friend, Dami. Their love had blossomed, and they had built a life together. They are happily married, and Jamal finally got his dream job that pays him a huge salary. Gina, broken and filled with remorse, blamed her mother for the treacherous path she had been led down. Agnes, her mother, burdened by guilt, realized the magnitude of her greed and the pain it had caused her daughter. "My dear Gina, forgive me. My greed blinded me to the love that truly mattered." Tears streamed down her face as she begged for forgiveness, vowing to make amends for the damage she has inflicted. With a heavy heart, Gina chose to forgive her mother, understanding that holding on to blame would only hinder her own growth and happiness. After she was delivered of a beautiful baby girl, Gina embarked on a journey of self-discovery, determined to rebuild her life with integrity and authenticity. Through her own story, she encouraged the women to value love, honesty, and self-worth above all else. This story teaches us to choose love and authenticity, as wealth can sometimes be an illusion. Thank you for watching our story. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more stories.